What's going on, everybody? You know what time it is. Got an unboxing. This is a Astronaut laser projection light that was sent to me. We'll have a link in the description so you can go to Amazon and get this right to your door. Amazon Prime, get it real fast. We're gonna open this thing right up and get into it. Okay, so in the package you've got the Astronaut, manual, charging cord, and a remote. So that's pretty cool. You can control this thing with a remote, and it's also Bluetooth. We have your adjustable projection. It's got a timer feature and also stars. So it looks like it's gonna project like a galaxy or something like that, also with the laser stars. All right, we'll see what this is. I believe it's 2 AAAs. I got a couple AAAs here. Pop those in. Okay. Charger. I believe this thing has a battery in it, so you can use the cord and charge it up and move it around with you without having it plugged in, or you can just leave it plugged in. That's a pretty cool feature right there. The manual instructions for use is pretty basic. It's just going to tell you some button features on the back of the Astronaut, what to do with the remote, and that's pretty much about it. So you got a silica protector here on the Astronaut. This thing actually looks really cool. Okay, so the arms move. Okay, the base, it's steady on the base. The head move, feels like, okay, so it is magnetized on the head. That's really cool. I do like it. I mean, it looks really, really cool looking. You can move this thing in any direction basically you want because of that magnetized head. You got a lens protector here. This thing actually looks really sweet. Even if you weren't going to use it, it'd be pretty cool just to throw up on the shelf for a decoration. You could come through here and customize this thing. Since it's all white, you could paint it up really, really cool. Maybe even get yourself drill a little hole in the hand here, get a little MTV flag, make your own personalized MTV Astronaut. That would be pretty cool. So you got some buttons here on the back and right here where your power goes in. We'll see if this thing has any juice to it. We have, so they're calling this, on the back you have your star button, your on-off button in the middle, and then a nebula button. So this is gonna shoot a nebula projection up in the room of your choice. So I'll press the button and hold it, see if we got any juice. And we don't have anything, so I'm gonna have to plug this in and give it a charge, or hopefully go ahead and use it right now. All right, it is a USB charger, so make sure you got something to plug that into and then plug it right in. Okay, we get a red light here on the back right there. I imagine that's gonna turn green or blue once it's fully charged. See if I can go ahead and turn this thing on. Doesn't look like you're gonna get anything right away until it is fully charged, maybe with the remote. Okay, so looks like the battery does have to have a bit of a charge in order to get this thing going, so I'm gonna let this thing sit however long it's gonna take to get fully charged, and then I will be back to go over this. I do believe after giving this thing a quick look, I am gonna go ahead and drill a hole in there, stick a flag down in it, and make my own MTV guy. I'll go ahead and paint this thing up. Pretty easy, they're just silver anyway, but so far, just from the looks of this thing, it's really cool looking. It's got a real smooth finish. That thing freaks me out right there. I do love that though. I love how you can just move that in any direction you want. The base is nice and smooth. Oh, we have an on-off here on the bottom. So turn that on first. Okay, so that probably helps. So now I'll give it a okay.
Mode.
Okay, so we're in Bluetooth mode here. I'm already projecting up on the ceiling here. I know you can't see that, but I'll hit the star button. No. Nebula. Looks like when you hit the nebula button, it changes colors. I'm going to show this thing here. Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and peel that back off, turn it away from the camera. Let me close up the garage and turn some lights off, and then maybe project it on the wall here behind me. Just before I show you guys this thing, it's pretty much taking up the whole ceiling in my garage. I have a 1.5 car garage, and the star projector pretty much takes up the entire ceiling and then down on the walls. So it's pretty big. So we'll go down on the wall here. We'll go down on the plant right there. You know what, maybe I'll move this little Audrey out of the way here. Yeah, I'll just put it down on the ground. Okay, so this is the nebula here, and we'll go ahead and push the nebula. You see we got red, green, blue, like a red, green, yellow kind of multicolor, blue and greenish, red and purple, all kinds of colors for this nebula thing. So let me see here. All right, if you press and hold the nebula button, it turns the nebula completely off. Okay. Now the star, you press and hold that, turns it completely off. Push it one time, it comes on. If you press and hold the nebula button on the remote and the nebula button on the Astronaut itself, that will turn it on and off. If you just click the buttons on the Astronaut or the remote, that will cycle through the colors. Now for the star function with the laser on the Astronaut and the remote itself, you can press and hold the button to turn it on or off, or you can tap it to switch through the modes. And what I see here is you have a mode where they're going to be on, they're going to be on dim to bright, and then they start twinkling a little bit, and then they fade down, fade down, fade down, and then come back on. And then you also have modes where it's just on to really bright to dim, really bright to dim, and then there's different features where it does different kinds of twinkling. So that is pretty cool. It has all different types of settings you can do for the laser. Like here you can see it's kind of twinkling, and then some other lights come in. It's really cool. It's really, really wide. I know you can't tell by the camera, but when I put it on the ceiling, 1.5 car garage, it literally takes up the whole ceiling and comes all the way down on the walls to the level basically of where this is sitting on the table. So I'll turn the nebula back on here. Go through these one more time. So pick the color and the star projection that you like best. Shine it up on your wall or your ceiling while you're laying in bed at night, or you got friends over, or just hanging out, or even just sitting there watching TV if you just want some kind of cool lights going off. This thing is really cool for that. So the Astronaut is very affordable. It's one of the lower priced projection lights that you can get off of Amazon, and it's really cool. You can really customize this thing. I think it's definitely well worth the money. When you start getting into the ones that have the changing discs, like I've done reviews on before, the prices go up quite rapidly, and they can actually get way out of hand on the pricing. This right here, I would definitely suggest to anybody that has a tighter budget, and even if you just want to get whatever you want. This one's really cool, just for the looks of it. This is definitely the best looking projector, star projector, whatever you want to call it, that I've seen, that I've came across and actually held in my hand. This is the coolest looking one that I've ever had. So definitely would recommend this thing. You know, you have the nebula projector and the laser stars. Obviously, don't let those things shine in your eye. It's caught me a couple times. You don't want that to happen. I'll leave a link in the description for this so anybody could go get it. It's really, really cool. I think kids would love this thing. I'm gonna let mine start playing with it tonight. If you're looking for a really cool gift to give someone, totally affordable, and you're gonna get something way cooler than you're gonna get at most places by getting something like this, and they're absolutely gonna love it. And it's something that they can leave in their room or take with them if you're charging it up. And you know, you're not really gonna trash this thing. It's not a toy. It's more of a put on the shelf and leave it and enjoy it. So it's something you can give as a gift that's gonna last a really, really long time that they can enjoy all throughout any age. You can give this thing to an adult too. I'm in my mid-40s and I love these things. So, all right, so I unplugged it. Still on, we still got juice. I do love that. Just don't forget, you do have the main power button down here. Even though you have on off here, this has to be on in order to make this thing work. Very, very nice. Get a little close up here. See my ring lights blasting the camera here. Let me see if I can change that up a little. Yeah, well, it is what it is. So, very cool. This thing is really cool. I love how you can change this any direction. There's that on-off switch there. See your buttons on the back here. This is for the nebula, on-off, and the star. Power cord goes in there. Super cool. This thing is awesome. I'm definitely going to make this a project and turn it into a little MTV award guy. So there you have it. The Astronaut Starry Sky projector. Definitely recommend it. Really cool. As far as comparing this to other star projectors for your house or your room, office, whatever you want to put them in, this is the coolest one that I have ever seen. I was thinking I was going to give this thing away, but I like it so much, you know, I'm probably just going to put it up on a shelf somewhere and just use it for a decoration. Pull it out if I want to have some stars going. Thanks for watching. Check the link in the description below. You can go get one of these for yourself right off of Amazon right now. If you got Prime, you know it's coming fast. We're out.